Shalom Israel, Most High Christ bless. As you can see, we out here at Black Wall Street. My name is Young Prophet Elijah. I'm trying to buy some stuff.
Skip Kitty Kia. We the kingdom chasing. They tryna hold our freedom, no lie. We the kingdom chasing. They tryna hold our freedom, kingdom chasing. They tryna hold our freedom, no lie. We the kingdom chasing. They tryna hold our freedom. Curses I've seen upon me and you, signs that I wonder. Curses I've seen upon them and too, signs that I wonder. Pull up, he's showing the scripture. You honor your father, you honor your mother. God of Israel, he's the God of no other. With the Lord on our side, he's sorry to shut down another.
We fall, we break, we fail, but then we rise, we heal, we overcome.
Why would I give up? Yeah, right here at the finish line. You must not know what's up. Cause we ain't got much time and we been going in. Yeah, it feel like so long. Yeah, and all the hate we done taste at the end of the day, we can say, yeah. It been 20 years strong. It been 20 years strong. Say what?
Yeah. After all of the trials and all of the tribulation, we stand here an organized nation. Many thought that we wouldn't come back from the odds we was facing, but these bricks built on strong foundations. That's why they in the uproar.
Absolute, we got a bishop on that. See what I'm saying? Absolute, we got a bishop on that. Absolute, we got a bishop on that.
Absolute, see my bishop on deck. All the rising feet, show respect. All these damn dogs getting checked. Hey, see what I'm saying? Hey, shout him out.
Tuesday,
shout him out.
Tuesday,
put in work, reach the people, see my bishop, he don't play. Shout him out.
Tuesday,
shout him out.
Tuesday,
put in work, reach the people, see my bishop, he don't play. Shout him out.
Tuesday,
shout him out.
Tuesday,
put in work, reach the people, see my bishop, he don't play. Shout him out.
Tuesday,
shout him out.
Tuesday,
put in work, reach the people, see my bishop, he don't play.
Absolute, we got a bishop on deck. Absolute, we got a bishop on deck.
See what I'm saying?
Absolute, we got a bishop on deck.
Shalom, brothers, shalom, sisters. Bishop Nathaniel here. You know what day it is. That's right. It is Shout Out Tuesday. It's Shout Out Tuesday. And you know how I love to read your letters of exhortation and your donations of support. But before I do that, I often love to cover a little bit of our hidden history. So sit back, get your libations on, get your diet food, get your comfort food. Get whatever you need to munch on to relax yourself to enjoy today's episode, all right? The Image of the Black and Western Art, Volume 2. This was published by Harvard. Okay. Harvard University Press in England. This book goes into heraldry, which is the coats and arms of kings, queens, knights, rulers, bishops. As you can see, these are black images during the Middle Ages. Okay? Black rulers. All right, let's go on. Here's some more. These are things they don't show you in school. They teach black history starting with slavery from more or less around 1619 all the way from there. Or not all the way, but from there. Never going before that, where these images, like we're showing here, let's take a look at what year is that? 1316. Okay, 1316. Some of them even at 1276, because we were ruling during that time period. All right, take a look. Take a look. And where is this? This is number 5. Let me zoom in a little closer. 5. Memorial bearings of Cologne, the holy kings, the bishop and his vassals. Okay, that's what number 5 is. What you're looking at here. Okay. Number 6. Banners of Sardinia and Corsica associated with the arms of the King of Aragon. Let's take a look. Do you see that? A black man. Black men. Let's look at this one. Number 7. Heraldic Moors from the Universal Memorial of the Gallery Herald. 1370. Let's take a look. Look. There's a sister right there. Another one over there. So what I'm showing you is that black people ruled during the Dark Ages. Now, watch this. This one I wanted to show you guys. This is picture number 9, right? Take a look. It's in black and white, but this one looks like I see Caucasian people, no color, and I see black people with bows and arrows. Black people in the castle. There's a lion attacking one of these white guys with no pigment. Now, this is picture number 9. Let's see what it says. Number 9, Wild Men and Moors Tapestry. All it says is Wild Men and Moors. Okay, y'all remember in the movie or the series on HBO called Game of Thrones, there was a group of guys or wild people called the Wildlings. This is where they got it from. Now, the colored image of this black and white, I'm gonna show you it. They have it right here on the next page, and it's in color. Look, y'all see that? White folks, hairy, attacking black people who live in the castle. Do y'all see this? Look at the top. Black people, black people, black people, black people. Black women, black women. There's a king right there. Archers and bowmen. Do y'all see this? Do you see this? Do your children see this? We were fighting for our lives to retain our homes, our castles, because we were the rulers. And white folks attacked us. See, it's in their spirit. A lot of y'all always want to know, why do white people always attack us? It's in their spirit. From the book of time of Genesis, 25 on down, you can read about these people always attacking us. Okay? Now, what's funny about this, not even funny, it's sad. Remember, this was figure 9, right? This is painting 9? Yeah, number 9. Let me see if I can find what it says about figure 9. Let me turn the page. Figure 9. In the scene we're studying, the attack on the castle, not only is this distinction clearly marked, but wild men and blacks are set in real opposition to each other. See, here they call them wild men. Why don't you just say white people? See how they play with words? The black archers who come out in front of the drawbridge are, by their clothing and their beards, are the Saracen, I mean Muslims. Type often represented in 14th century chronicles of the Crusades. Like the other defenders posted on the ramparts or at the tops of the towers, they wear a bandeau on their forehead. The total effect is that of a troop of blacks, armed, organized, urban, small of stature. You see that? There's always some negatives with us in their books. Always. Let me just jump down. 3 persons leaning out of the window of the keep. A crowned black king with a white beard, a black queen with blonde hair, and a black princess whose arms are outstretched in a gesture of tearful pleading. Okay? It's always negative when they write. And they won't even call themselves white people. They say wild people or wildlings like they do in the movie. Look at number 24 and 25. Let's take a look. Let's see what it says. Martyrdoms of St. Matthew and St. Maurice. Martyrology. Prague, 1402. All right. So they're claiming that this is the martyrdom of St. Matthew here. They're saying that this is St. Matthew and these blacks are killing St. Matthew. Okay. Really, let's go down. Martyrdom of St. Maurice. What do y'all notice about this picture? I'm showing you how white people are evil. Take a good look. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully you're going to see it. Look at his face and look at his hands. Look at his face. From what you can see, it's black. Look at his hands. The color's been taken out. This is called iconoclasm. What white folks do is go into our records and change the color of the people to benefit them. This is what they do. All right. Let me see. Number 26. Let me see if I can find a writing for number 26. Okay, figure 26. It is natural to find repeated allusions of the glory of Alexander in the work, but surprising to meet the Queen of Sheba there. Yet there she is, splendid as never before, graceful of posture, elegantly gowned, her hair luxuriant and blonde. Now, we all know the Queen of Sheba did not have blonde hair. Okay? This white folks, they always go in and touch things up. Got to change things. That's what they do. All right. Look at this. You got the knights in the back with armor, black men. All right. We're going to look at figure 48, but let's get the wording first. Figure 48. I'll start from here. We should point out that the two scenes do not appear in the older versions of the play of the Antichrist that we have been able to Consult. A little further on in the manuscript, monstrous white men. Oh, I like this wording here. Monstrous white men and blacks carrying curved sabers and an emblazoned shield march toward the Antichrist, and kings from all over the world worship him. Let's take a look at that. That was figure 48. There we go. Monstrous white men on a goat, marching black men to the Antichrist. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Now let's look at number 47. King of the Moors submitting to the Antichrist. That's figure 47. Figure 47. King of the Moors submitting to the Antichrist. That's the white man. We've been telling y'all the Antichrist is the white man for years. You Christians have a lack of faith. You don't believe nothing we tell you. Even when we show you in the scriptures. Now we're showing you with ancient archaeology. Our fathers always knew the white man is Antichrist. Okay? Always knew. Look at this. 46. Envoys of the Antichrist preaching before the kings of Libya and Ethiopia. 46. Oh, here's 46. Let's pull back. Envoys of kings before the Antichrist preaching. The Antichrist preaching. Do y'all see this? Do you see this? Well, I really don't know how to help you. I'm going to go back to this one. King of the Moors submitting to the Antichrist. Number 47. I don't think I went all the way down. I started up here, but I didn't go. There's the king there with the Moors. There's the Antichrist, but I didn't go down when it says that he submitted to him. Look, and they took the crown off his head. That's what the white man does. The white man and his false prophet. The beast and the false prophet. Oh boy, Christianity, democracy. They remove kings and put kings in that they want. That's what America does. Y'all keep playing. You better get with this, these parables we've been trying to share with y'all. Open your understanding. Number 50. Memorial bearings of the great Khan and his vassals. Number 50. There's the great Khan there. Crown over his head. Let's pan down. Black, black. 3 black men here. '51. Memorial bearings of the vassals of the emperor. Memorial bearings of the vassals of Emperor of Constantinople. Do y'all see this? Black men with swords. We're going to look at picture, let me zoom in. We're going to look at picture 73, 74, and 75. 73 is the capture of Antioch, William of Tyre, Historia della Tierra de Ottoman. 13th to 14th century, excuse me. Next one is the defeat of the Prince of Egypt, William Tyre, Historia della Terre de Ottoman. 75, Charlemagne's siege of Agen. All right. Here is picture 73. I want y'all to take a good look. Here's a castle. There's black people wearing armor in the castle, throwing down stones. Here we have white people attacking the castle, trying to take the castle. Pay close attention. This is our history. This is what led into slavery. Let's go down. This is picture, oh, I'm sorry. This is 74 here. Where is it? 74. Take a good look. White people in armor chopping up black people that they conquered. Do y'all see that? This is our history. This is what led us into slavery, the transatlantic slave trade. This predated it. Here's 75 with Aragon leading men against who? Black people in a castle with bows and arrows and armor. Do y'all see that? Pay close attention. This predated slavery. After this came the slave trade. 76, capture of Damietta, Joinville. Okay, let's take a look. Pay close attention. What do you see? White people coming against black people in a castle. We told y'all we were ruling Europe for 1,000 years. Okay. 77, Crusaders fighting Saracens. These are black men. They started lightening their color, but these are black men. These are Caucasians coming against us. Look on the coats of arms. You have black heads. Okay? 170, 171. Jean de La Chapelle. Black king and serving man details. So, here you have the black king. And this is possibly the serving man, possibly. $172. Let's go up. 172. Black king. No, and they don't give a name. Just black king. Just black king. Picture 218, memorial bearings of the Pucci family. Italy, 15th century, 17th to the 17th century. And then we're going to look at picture 219. So picture 218, we're going to look at the Pucci family. I want y'all to see this because it's not a drawing. Okay? These are etched in stone. Stone reliefs of black men ruling Europe. Down here, pay close attention. You have white man on horseback. You have the image of a black knight with a shield, black coat of arms on a stick. And the white guy's practicing fighting against the black man, which is an Israelite, which they call Moors or Saracens in this book. This is our conquest, how they conquered us. Okay, this is near that time. Remember, this is the 15th to the 16th century. But remember, we were the rulers. We want to look at what it says about 221. Picture 221, that's 221. 221. Let's pull back just a little bit. To cite only one more example, the diversification of heraldic themes gave birth to a charming circular composition by, I don't know what that says. A wild man, remember I said instead of saying white man, they like to say wild man. A wild man holding two shields, one with a hare, which is a rabbit, the other with the head of a black. Wait a minute, let's take a look at that again. Look, the white man, remember the Genesis 25 said the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. This is Esau. There's the rabbit, the hare, and there's the head of the black man on the coat of arms. This is illustrating them conquering us. Now, let's look at picture 222. 222. Let me see if I get it right. The black head adorns the shield of St. George on a silver statuette dating to 1503, the oldest piece in the collection, and figures on the guard and pommel of the sainted knight's sword. Okay. Let's take a look. All right, you got a white guy in armor, but look, he has the shield of a black man's head. And this is a dragon. You can't make this stuff up. We're going to look at picture 223 and 224. Monogrammist PW playing cards, king and knave in the Parrot series. Cologne about 1500. There's 224 and 223. Look at the black man on the horse, the knave, and here's the Parrot series is talking about. Black man in armor on a horse. Armored horse. Black man in armor. There's a Parrot series. I'm showing you once again, black people ruled Europe. We were the warriors. We were the kings. We were the queens. Picture 225 I want to look at. Armorial bearings of the Dura family, 1523. Look, black man. There's a date, 1523 AD. Coat of arms. A black ruler. Holman Illustrated Bible Dictionary. Let's take a look inside. All right, we just looked up black. Often used to denote the color of physical objects. Hair, Leviticus 13:31, verse 37, Song of Solomon 5:11. Notice what it says next. Skin, that's right. Skin, Job 30, verse 30. Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5 and 6. Lamentations 4, verse 8. I want y'all to see that the scholars know that skin color is mentioned in the Bible. So anytime you hear Christians say, color's not in the Bible, black color especially, tell them to shut the hell up. They don't know what they're talking about. They support, these Christians that say such evil things support white supremacy. Listen good to what I'm saying. They support white supremacy. And I wanted to go down here. Black is also used figuratively to describe mourning. Job 30:28, Jeremiah 4:28, Jeremiah 8:21, Jeremiah 14:2. You know, Jeremiah 14:2 says, Judah mourneth, the gates thereof languish, they are black unto the ground. That black, notice the term figuratively. It means two things. Yes, it means mourning, but also means skin, meaning dark skin. How do I know that? I want you to take the lightest skinned black person you know. I just said it. The lightest skinned black person you know, and ask yourself a question. Do they call them white, black, or other? they call them black. But they're very high yellow. They're light-skinned. They're called black. Why? Is it because their skin is as black as night? It's because our condition as a race, black is also used figuratively to describe mourning. Our race is in mourning. We're called the black race. So don't ever let nobody tell you that the word black is only talking about mourning. No, it's also talking about skin and mourning. 2 in 1. Because black is also used figuratively. All right. Now I'm in Roget's International Thesaurus. This is the 3rd edition. All right, let's go down. This is 1834. White eyes only, like Deacon Nathan says. Why white eyes only? Because in 1834, where were we? Slavery. These white people had us in hard bondage, captivity, slavery. 1834. So let's go inside this book and see what they say about black. Right there. 7. Negro, colored person, black, blackamoor, Jim Crow slang, darky, Sambo, ebony, the image of God. Wait a minute. Did y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Come on. Do y'all see that? Do you see it? The image of God. What's the image of God? Negro. Do y'all see that? Number 7. Negro, colored person, black, blackamoor, Jim Crow, slang, darky, Sambo, ebony. The image of God. Early Spanish manuscript illumination. This is the book cover. Now let's go inside the book to discuss this picture here. All right. We're going to plate 8A. Notice what it says. I highlighted it. Christ, whose darkened flesh tones now give him an almost negroid cast. Y'all see that? Let me zoom in on that. That part right there. Almost negroid cast, meaning they're trying to say he might look black, but he's not black. And a lot of Christians go with this word. See, it says almost. But listen, we ain't stupid. Let these Christians die in a lake of fire with their slave master. This is the image they're discussing. That's Christ in the center. They're the cherubims on the side and the angels around. So many times they like to say and lie and say, oh, there was a fire and that's why the skin tones got burned up. So the skin tone got burned up, but not the yellow wings, not the yellow sleeves, not the green halos, and not the background. The fire just jumped boom, boom, boom in their hands, right? And their feet. The fire just jumped on there. I tell you, Christians are evil. Evil. Thank the Lord he woke us out of that spell. I mean, Christ almost looks Negroid. He is Negroid. He's black. Look at that. That looked like a black man to me. With black hands and black feet. Here's plate 9A, 9B. Goliath's challenge. The Philistines stood on a mountain on the one side and Israel stood on a mountain on the other side. Let's look at the Philistines and let's look at Israel. Okay, this guy's really big here. So by looking at this, I can tell this is supposed to be Goliath. Black, brown skin. These are the Philistines. Black, brown skin. And these are the Israelites. Black, brown skin. Let's zoom in on the Israelites. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Black, brown skin. Here's Revelation 12:1. The great dragon with 7 heads. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7's down there. 7 heads and 10 horns. And a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and 12 stars around her head. 1, 2, wait, let me start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 stars, which represent the 12 tribes of Israel. Look at the woman. That's a black woman. The great red dragon is after her. Let's go across to the angels. Look at the Lord on the throne, black. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Look at the angels. Now something happens when the color changes. These people are thrown into the lake of fire. They're radically more lighter than the angels. With a demon down here in a lake of fire. Heads. I wonder who. So again, there's God on the throne with the angels. He's giving instructions, black. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And these are old. These are painted in 900s, okay, in Spain. All right, this book is called Our Living Bible. All right, let's go inside. I'm on page 254. Do y'all see this here? Painting from Dura Europa's 3rd century AD. So this is about 200 AD. This is the first known painting of Christ. Healing the man, telling him to pick up his bed and walk. I want you to look at how they painted Christ in the year 200s, in the 200s. Black. Ain't no ifs, ands, or but about it. He's a black man pointing at this man, this other black man, to get out of his bed. And the man picks up his bed and walks. And made their lives bitter with hard service and mortar and brick. Here's a picture, a painting of the Israelites in captivity in Egypt. Painting from the tomb of Rekhmir, 15th century BC, before Christ. Everybody's black. The Israelites doing the hard labor are black. Here's one of Joseph. So Joseph found favor in his sight and attended him, and he made him overseer of his house. The blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in house and field. Genesis 39:45. There's Joseph overseeing the workers in Egypt. Remember, Israel didn't come in yet. His brothers had not come in yet. Everybody's black. That's what I want y'all to see. The Jews and Moors in Spain by Joseph Kraskow. On the 2nd day of January, 1481, the Inquisition commenced operation in the city of Seville, that's Spain, with Thomas de Torquemada as Inquisitor General of Castile and Aragon. A few years later, it found its way into every prominent town of Spain and confined itself everywhere almost wholly to the Jews. The severity and savage alacrity of it may best be learned from the appalling fact that during the 18 years of Torquemada's ministry, an average of more than 6,000 convicted persons suffered annually from the cruel tribunal by burning or by condemnation to lifelong slavery or by endless torture making an average of nearly 17 a day, and the entire number punished during an existence in Spain from 1481 to 1808 amounted to 340,000 persons. All right. All this to protect the interests of religion. All this for offenses so trivial that our blood boils with indignation at the very thought of the heinous cruelty. It was sufficient to burn a convert as a relapsed heretic upon the mere accusations of crimes such as these: that he wore better clothes or cleaner linen on the Jewish Sabbath than any other days of the week, that he had no fire in his house on the Jewish Sabbath, that he ate the meat of animals slaughtered by Jews, that he abstained from eating pork, that he gave his child a Hebrew name, and yet he was prohibited by law under severe penalties from giving a Christian name. So our people were tormented and tortured for keeping God's commandments. Now that was some good stuff, brothers and sisters, if I do say so myself. Excuse me. That was some good stuff. Y'all know I have no love. None of us actually have any love for the Roman Catholic Church. You remember the Christian Catholic Church instituted the transatlantic slave trade in 1441 under Pope Nicholas V, followed by Pope Alexander VI, them two, and those insidious papal bulls. But regardless of that history, I'm going to show you what the Southern Poverty Law Center and the FBI are doing with the Roman Catholic Church. But the point of the clip is, if they're doing this, what you're about to see to the Roman Catholic Church, imagine what they're doing among Israelite congregations. All right? So sit back, watch, listen closely, and I'll be back with my biblical commentary. All right?